What's up guys, this is DashCam Driver, and today we're taking a look at the Z Edge dual channel dashcam, the S3. I am going to be giving away one of these dash cams, so be sure to stick around for the end on instructions for how to get it. Starting with price, the S3 is priced extremely reasonable considering the quality, the fact that it's 2 channels and the memory card is actually included. $129 seems like a great price that is more than fair to me, and I think it deserves 4.5 out of 5 steering wheels. Now on to what's in the box. Z Edge has done a great job here as well in my opinion. First, there's a front and rear dash cam with mounts and a cable to connect the cameras, a USB power cable with car adapter along with a micro USB data cable. A 16 gig micro SD card is included, which is a huge plus. There are also adhesive clamps and a trim tool to help with the installation. And finally, your manual and quick start guide are on the bottom of the box. The S3 earns another 4.5 out of 5 stars here, only losing 1/2 a point because parking lot mode requires an external battery or hardware kit, which is not included. Next is video quality, which is good in the front camera and is an improvement over the previous Z Edge model that I've used before. The sharpness of the 1080 image is about average, which is good, but in my experience, the camera tends to expose for the sky during the day instead of for the road, which is why this image looks so dark. However, this is adjustable in the camera's settings, so that's not that big of a deal. The rear camera is just as good as the front, but in my experience, it's not good enough to capture a license plate even when the car behind is very close. Overall, the S3 gets 3.5 out of 5 stars for image quality. It's good, but just average in my opinion. Finally, hardware and software usability. So starting with hardware, the event button is in the best possible location. It's closest to the driver, but it's not clearly marked, so you have to remember which button it is. The ports are all in perfect locations, and the 90-degree design of all the cables provided allows for a very clean installation. My biggest gripe is the location of the SD card slot. Many people prefer to mount the dash cam as close to the top of the windshield as possible, but since the slot is on the top of the camera rather than on the side, that isn't an option unless you want to unplug and unmount the camera every time you take the SD card out, which for me is very frequently. Software, right off the bat I noticed this camera comes with a headlight reminder feature which is turned on by default. It sounds a tone when it starts to get dark. I feel this is an annoyance and a distraction, but luckily this can be turned off easily in the menu, so again, not that big of a deal. Other than that, software is on point. It's straightforward, menus are simple, intuitive, and most importantly, it just works. The S3 earns 4 out of 5 stars for hardware and software usability, -0.5 a point for the inconvenient SD card location on the hardware side, and -0.5 a point for the annoying headlight reminder on the software side. That brings the total score for the S3 to 16.5 out of 20 stars, which is a solid B-. Honestly, this is an outstanding camera that should have scored higher. The average video quality is holding back what is otherwise an amazing piece of hardware. This camera is only about 1 point away from scoring an A, but for that, you have to have good enough resolution to capture license plates from all angles. That said, I think this is a great piece of hardware overall, and I've actually started using it in one of our cars, so you'll be able to see more of how it performs in future videos. If you want an even closer look at how this dash cam performs, I'm giving one away. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and on your way out, leave a comment below telling me why you should win the S3. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel and you like watching bad drivers do dumb things, I post new videos about that pretty much every week. So click the subscribe button, and you can also tap the little bell if you want to get notifications every time I post a new video.